Left side, Griffin with the fadeaway. And that one's good. Griffin's got 10 points in the game.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Conley, the pass to Randall. Lays it up and banks it in. Randolph's got his third bucket of the night. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Pass to Griffin. Again, the Clippers.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Conley kicks to Randall. This all setting the pick for Randall. Fades away. Rejected by Jordan. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. And the dunk by Jordan.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Conley kicks to Gasol. And stolen by Miller. Stolen by Michael Conley. He feeds it to Randolph. And again, Memphis no good.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
The Grizzlies were never picked to be a powerhouse in the West last year, but boy, you've got to give that team and the organization an awful lot of credit, because they clearly were a team that nobody out West wanted to play.
Conley, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Green. And it's Udrich in for Tony Allen.
Well, it's Memphis' defense and ability to hang tough in close games that makes them such an unattractive opponent to many teams in the West.
Miller dishes to Stevenson. The three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Randolph's got his fifth rebound in this one.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And Davis throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Here's Randolph, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. And Memphis went 29 and 23 against the West last year. Clark, in every game seemed to be a close one.
And even when you beat Memphis, Kevin, you feel like you don't feel like you lost, but you know you've really earned the victory because they grind you so hard, and they typically don't beat themselves. Clearly one of the toughest teams in the West.
The offensive rebound, Randolph, the layup off target.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
There's Miller with the three.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Inside to Randolph. Carter outside. Lets it go from 11. There's the bucket. Good. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Ball passes to Miller. There's the bucket. Good. Miller's got 18 points in the game.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Carter kicks to Conley. 1 second left. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Paul. Chris, the first half, plenty of assists, lots of points up on the board. What are you seeing out there that gives you the confidence to make so many plays?
Well, one of these games is very up-tempo, fast-paced, and, if they just run, I have fun, assisting and passing them the ball, so it's a fun game for me.
You have fun playing, and we have fun watching, Chris. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Doris, and folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Miller. 18 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
Now, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. Miller is out there with Paul, and it's Pierce in its small forward. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Miami.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Pierce against Carter. Stolen by Pierce. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And that one's good. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve. Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
And Allen drops them both.
And for Vince Carter, a quality defender and still a well-rounded contributor. He always had a nice breadth of skills. Now he does the little things that help you win. And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now. At the beginning of the second half, they've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work, but there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles help prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris. Miller, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Allen drives in. Conley against Jordan. 14 feet away. Rejected by Griffin. Now the Clippers moving it up. Throws it up high. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
And for some superstars, they have a tough time accepting Clark a lesser role. Not Vince Carter.
You know, it's really impressive the way he's gracefully aged into becoming a quality 6 man, Kevin. I think it's a model for other aging superstars or former superstars to follow. D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Shoots from the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. Carter's got his second bucket. Los Angeles leading by 18. Paul dishes to Griffin. There's the pass to Jordan. Paul outside. Wide open look. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Carter, the pass to Gasol. Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Randolph. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock, and it's off from three-point range. Paul dishes to Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 8th assist here tonight. Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. Third, Zach Randolph.
There are a lot of different ways, Kevin, to contribute to your team's success. And one of the best ways is to get it done on the glass. Rebound the ball with force at both ends.
Clippers got a lot of road wins last year. Really, it was due to how explosive they could be coming out of the half.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Lee comes in for Allen. And then for the Clippers, Johnson comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Crawford in for Miller. Here's Gasol, and it's blocked by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Beno Udrih is checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Gasol. Green breaking loose. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Carter. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night. Well, the Clippers, as you say, Clark, ended up with 23 road wins last year, in part because they played so well after the All-Star break.
Well, they'll make adjustments, and when you can explode for points like the Clippers can, you're never out of the game. And I like their blend of youth and veteran experience.
Seems like a nice balance. You're right. That's a good point.
They do have a good, healthy balance between those two.
That's a 2 from Paul. That one wide left.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Now the feed to Udrih. Carter outside. Crawford with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Crawford leading the charge. Now Udrih. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Tries from 10. Gasol, no good.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
Now here's Johnson, averaging 8 points a game. Jordan, the pass to Griffin. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And we'll take a quick look now at the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. He's averaging 4 points, 8 rebounds, and better than 2 blocks as well. And with him, it's all about demolition on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with 100% efforts at all times.
And we can certainly see how that's paid off over their recent games. Excellent numbers on the boards.
Kufis checked in for Marc Gasol. And Stevenson's checked in for the Clippers. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He told them he wouldn't accept them settling for outside shots. He said, we can get to the rim if we attack the basket, and that's what we're going to do. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
Here's Udrih, and he uses the glass on the layup. Udrih has got his first points of the night.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Crawford's shot is good.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from him. He's been passing up his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones he takes. He's got to be more aggressive.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Well, I know we're not too far along in the season yet, Kevin, but let's see how the Clippers have done so far in the league rankings. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
That is good. And that's now 6 points for Jeff Green. Paul kicks to Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's 10 points for Crawford.
Just seems like they've given up far too many points from the three-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
The drive by Green.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Man, maximum force on that dunk.
Paul outside. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.